welcome to What If Though, a cute little podcast by me featuring Vespi today, in which we go over hypotheticals. I think this is a great time to explain what if though is. You know, that conversations you have with your friends late at night where it's like, oh, what if I was a millionaire? And then it's like a what if though. Here, we're gonna go in depth in a little conversation of what actually if though, like how will we go around it. We're gonna have 3 segments on the show. The first one will be a pro and con little list that we're doing together of good points, bad points about the topic of today, which the topic of today is how to become a corporate VTuber. Of course, we have extensive knowledge. Yeah, and then after that, we're gonna have a little bit of a thought experiment on how, like, realistically we would be able to, like, achieve that goal, how we would go around it if we really put our hearts and minds into it. And at the end, we're gonna have a little thinking back on if we actually would do it or not.
And I have asked already, I'm like, what do you think your answer will be after talking it all out? You know, like, do you think I want to see, will we stick with our answer? Do we reveal it?
Yeah, I said no.
Yeah, I said
no.
I said I might. There's absolutely no way, but, you know.
Vespi, you have the attitude and the content for a corporate VTuber. I would see you in a corporate setting.
We talk details on that. I can lay out the reasons why that's not true. But let's start from the very first step, right? Like, I don't know. How are we starting? Are we starting now?
Yeah. No, introduction time. Introduction time.
Okay,
Vespi, let's go. You go first. You go first.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I gotta put my feet down for this. Hi guys. I'm Vespi. I'm the Boundless Tavern Keep of the Crossroads Tavern, and I host my own podcast called Small Talk. I interview creators. I also draw, sing in game, and I don't know. I thought about what I am.
You play TFT.
Too soon. They can't know that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm a huge dork, but I like having good conversations. I like asking good questions, and I like making people think. That's what I want my content to do sometimes. Even if I'm playing TFT or around, I think I'll always have like a good conversation in the stream somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's me. And you?
So I'm your host for today and for every future videos that may or may not involve Vespi. I'll definitely grab her for another segment again when I think something would be fitting. I am a little magical girl squirrel, and my lore is still up in the makings, like everything else on stream. Yeah, and that's me. I've been streaming for God. How many years has been? Like almost 4 years? I think I've been streaming for almost 4 years.
Me too, actually. But how long have you known about VTubers?
Actually, I've known of VTubers since, like, I don't know, I was a minor. Did I? No, wait, I'm lying. I know since I was in university. Because that was when I first did my first VTuber model-ish type shit.
Then, like, have you always wanted to be a corporate VTuber?
I did have a time where I did want to be a corporate VTuber, but I realized very soon that I'm not whatchamacallit brand friendly.
There's plenty of not, I wouldn't say brand friendly, but they're like sus, like. People, they have like fanzines and are like marketed for 18+ audience. They have plenty of sponsorships.
That's true. It's just, you know, I feel like a corporate VTuber, there's a lot of non-freedom that you have to deal with.
True, I agree. But I think there is some leeway. I've seen some VTubers do some crazy shit. Someone had a colonoscopy on stream.
Yeah, well, I think this is a great, like, segment into our pros and cons. Okay, I say, since we talked about it, we can definitely put, like, limitations in our cons, right?
Such as?
On content. Obviously,
Okay, so
there's a
let me
lot
explain.
of drama of corporate
believe-
VTubers where they explain that, you know, it's hard to do the things they want to do. Yeah, go on.
I will say this is coming specifically from Japanese corporate VTubers because Japanese copyright law is countries' copyright laws differ, right? So U.S. based. I wanted to ask: Are you aiming for a Japanese agency or an American agency or like something? Yeah.
We can discuss that in the next segment, actually.
What? Okay.
Yeah. No, but like, yeah, it makes sense. It's depending on which side of the world you want to do. You have to have your company be at. It's gonna. There will always be some limitations on what the content will be. More or less in like
sure.
more or less.
There is a scale though, so
Yeah.
or spectrum. There we go.
There is. But for the pros, for example, though, you can easy marketable, like easy market.
Yeah, you instantly gain access to like a whole ass audience that you didn't have previously. Like you're bringing in your audience into like a pre-existing audience.
Exactly. And basically gain a whole new audience, but I feel like your community will always know. Kinda.
Yeah. Who sticks around usually is who's been around, honestly.
Yeah, but it's always like a hype. It's always a hype. The new VTuber hype.
For sure. You're seeing a new transfer student in the school.
Yeah, they instantly become like somewhat popular, and then the impression.
Yeah. From there, it's completely roguelike.
Well, you can die multiple times.
I mean, you don't know that. People can rebrand all the time.
That's your lore. You die multiple times.
Stay scumming VTuber, my goat.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know the reference. That's okay.
It's okay. But that brings up a good point. You have access to resources.
Oh yeah. I do think that is also like I want to discuss this topic a little more. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
For the thing is, with access to resources, it's also a spectrum depending on what agency you're like joining of. You're joining a part of. If it's like Hololive, you have a 3D studio. If it's a startup agency, you're probably just working with like a free model for now or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how much that is much of a pro.
Yeah, I think most people like they have like the appeal of a corporate is that they provide you with the basics for starting out, right? That's why most people decide to go corpo. Like at least a model you would get.
I know a lot of people who just wish they could post a cover a month, and that's so hard.
Yeah. This might be a little bit controversial, but I feel like a small corporation not something that most people try to aim for, since it's like very limiting and which is also a con, very exploitative. Like, you have to be very careful what company, like, do your research properly if you want to join a corporate VTuber company.
For a lot of people who might not know what she's talking about here, there's a lot of agencies that start up and then they close down before the end of the year, and promises were never fulfilled with the talents and whatnot. Too many stories like that go down the drain.
Oh yeah, and the worst of all, I remember like a group, the CEO was trying to groom the VTubers to become their like girlfriends or something.
I heard that one. Are you talking about Akio Air? Like he would pull in their talents into like games and stuff for like work meetings or whatever.
Yeah, it's creepy. Yeah, you have to imagine that's like they're in position of power over you.
They've presented themselves as so, and then it's just like exposed later down the line. Like they were just a guy with maybe some money to expend.
Yeah. Nepotism.
It's a big bunch of tech guys, you know?
Yeah. Again, it's very hard to like find a good company, I feel like.
Well, what would you think? I don't think like the perfect company exists. Like,
No. But at least like one that treats you normally.
I might even say that's too much to ask for. Because this is a weird medium. This is a weird medium to like be contracted under, right? Like streamer contracts are weird, dog.
They are. And most of them aren't even legal in most countries.
I did not know that. But
Yeah. At least from what I remember, the Niji Sanji contract was like not valid in the US. From what I
didn't
remember.
really look too much into that. All I know is that a lot of like, if those initial drafts of what those contracts were, a lot of people were just saying that there was not enough like protection for them under like certain situations. Which, if you brought like, I think the general recommendation is if you are to sign a contract, to always get a lawyer.
Yeah.
So that's just
at
all
least-
I will like push forward.
At least read everything properly and make sure you understand everything properly. That's the most important one. Okay, I have a point that's also a pro and a con, so I would like to put it in like a little box on its own. New persona. So you become a whole new person. Everything, like all the money you spend on your model time, whatever that you spend
you get adopted?
beforehand. Well, most people don't like really. Most companies don't adopt it, right?
Before VShojo went down, like that was all adoption. And then Lucid Media is an adopting agency as well.
I didn't know that, but I know that you become, for a lot of companies, you become a whole new person, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. Like if we talk about like, for example, like HoloLive, you'll be working with good character designers and like professionals, basically.
I will say, Suisei was an adopted one, right? Like she was
Really?
her own she was her own VTuber before HoloLive. And then she tried so hard to like get in, and then they accepted her because she was like accepted through like different branch of Holo. So
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It's not an often occurrence, but it is something that could happen. If you could transfer, would you keep your chip, or would you be okay with like getting a new model in like Persona?
I think what most people also do is they would get a new model, but they would keep the theme the same. For example, Gargura was like a shark, and and now Soma is a fish, you know? Unrelated. They are not related or anything. I saw a bunch of people that when they went back from their corporate persona to back,
Yeah.
they kept the same theme going.
It makes it easier for like, I guess, happening upon them. I think in, even recent times, people who have graduated come back with maybe like just one similar defining trait, and it's like, oh, they're an androgynous blue-haired person. Like, oh,
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of like keeping on theme, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so
What would you be? Would you get a whole new thing, or would you stick to you know?
yeah, personally, I believe in my branding. I would love to keep Vespera. But we can talk about it later. But I do see value in like maybe side questing with an agency for a couple of years as someone else, and then coming back.
Oh,
That's the thing we're talking about. I think it's a legitimate thing, because in actual employment terms, when you're like holding an office job, like you are basically like tossed around between different like corporations that seek out your specific skills. So
yeah.
I think it's a thing.
A good side quest. Good side quest.
Exactly. It's like the one that gives you final boss items and shit. You're like,
gaining experience. Whoa.
But the thing is, it's like the rare one you have to unlock specific conditions for. So good luck. Good luck.
Yeah. I would personally, I would love to work with an actual professional to design something.
Oh, you would pop off so hard. I would love to see you have that opportunity so bad.
It'll be cool. It'll be cool. I'm really into design, so I think it would be great.
No kidding. How is Layers coming along? Would you probably wouldn't want to make your own models, would you? Some corporations might, like, if you market them like, hey, if you have me in your talent list, you won't have to hire a model artist or rigger. I'll be my own. I've always thought like that would actually be such a good selling point. Because like model and rigging costs so much money for a company.
I don't think I would be confident enough in my skills for that.
I see. But you're so good. I get it though. I feel like if you had the motivation, you would figure everything out.
I feel like I did a pretty good job with myself right now.
Absolutely. I love your model.
I love my model too. I love our little racer outfits that, you know,
Yeah.
wing fang. I think I kind of cooked on those.
If you want to know how she made those, check out next week. I'm assuming you
next
go
week?
over things like that. Or your video. You made a video on it even.
Yeah, I did make a video on it. It's great.
You should watch it. She's cute. She edited it.
Speaking of editors,
Oh yeah.
as a good pro.
Absolutely. Dedicated editors would give me about half of my time back, honestly.
It's
But what if they don't edit to your liking? Like they focus on the wrong things.
no. Well, you have to like go for an editor that you like, right?
Hey, I don't know if you would get that option sometimes. Because some people have like in-house editors like Niji Sanji.
Yeah, I feel like I would want to like go for my own editor, and if I were to go for my own editor, I would like to have Raisin Daniel from Raisin Dan, the best editor that we know, dude. He's doing
what a
so
guy.
great. I
He
think
might be
Dan.
live right now.
I think he is live. But I feel like I learned so much from Dan, so my style would be like what I would love in an editor, like the jokes and the editing style matches Dan so well. And I would love to like fully be able to have him as my full-time editor.
Okay.
Of course, he can have like his own endeavors, and but you know.
Would you want the whole shebang? You want shorts, long form video, skits,
Hell yeah.
highlights?
But
Oh,
I don't think Dan can do that alone. So we might need a couple of editors.
Human.
Yeah, but hey, it would be great to have like an assortment of editors.
Absolutely. I like your editing style too, by the way. You're really silly.
Yeah, I was very inspired by Dan, and also I had an arc of editing K-pop videos. Like
Oh.
K-pop meme videos. That was my past. We can put that in the con, right? Sometimes no toys.
Yeah.
I think
I think that comes with the limitation, though.
in
Like, yeah.
who you're hiring or who you work with. Yeah. It really depends, right? Depends on company.
I'm not sure how the rules are on this, really, but I feel like after people go corpo, who they interact with kind of limits themselves to who's within the corpo.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if you could just collab with anyone you want.
Oh yeah. I remember like a lot of people from Niji Sanji were complaining that they were not allowed to collaborate with Hololive or JP or yeah.
It's weird. It's so weird. And honestly, there's not much we know about that besides just talent frustrations.
Yeah. Also, but on the pro side, you have group collaborations.
True. Always guaranteed, basically.
Yeah.
Well,
Like people don't understand how cool it is to be in a group of people and actually like do together. If you're both in a corporate group and you want to make like a scripted Minecraft thing, right? You have the people there. They make sense to be there. they make sense to collab with you. They make sense lore-wise to have like this back and forth together. And you can be indie and still be in a group, but I feel like in a corporate you have you're basically like pushed to work together and marketed together.
There's staff as a pro that can help manage.
Yeah, and
so,
also
like, you have a manager.
Yeah, manager. Sometimes, not all corporations have managers. Yeah, I mean. The good thing is you know you have a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy that knows the other guy, and then you kind of get to like a cohesive thing, right?
Yeah. Something else that might be a pro: travel. I think corporate VTubers travel so much for conventions, to Japan if you're a Japan VTuber.
Yeah. Conventions are so great. Yeah. You can be there as a VTuber for a convention. You can be like on the little screen. That's amazing.
Not to say independents do not get into conventions. I will say though, I feel like if you are a part of a corporation, it's a lot easier to take you in. I feel like if you're an indie, you have to know a guy, but as soon as you're an agency, I think it's really easy.
Yeah. Unless you're like really big as an indie, you don't have that many like choices. Yeah.
How long? I bet the list could honestly go forever. When's the next segment?
We can cut whenever. I feel like this is a good moment to cut it, right? Unless you can think of a con still. Because then we would be like on an even plate.
Many. If you're a corporate VTuber, you probably don't have any free time.
I mean, also as an indie, you don't have many free time.
You're right. Okay. If you're a VTuber, you just have
as
no
a
free time.
VTuber, there's no free time. As a content creator, I think money distribution, honestly.
Huh? As a con?
A good portion of your money goes into the corporate.
Everything you do gets percentaged. Money is shared. That's a good one. I really do think. But if you make enough, it's almost like it doesn't matter. But are you?
It depends. Listen, it depends on your contract. It always depends on your contract. And sometimes the contracts are. And
not that we would know.
I definitely don't know. Anyways, this next segment. How would we realistically go about getting there?
Okay. Gotcha. So, you want to start?
Okay, let's start with the first thing. Most corporations, if they are very like
are you aiming for a popular one?
We're aiming for a popular one.
Okay.
They want you to have views. They want you to have the pre-showing that you're able to create views.
They just need to know you have a pre-established community, I think.
Yeah.
They're not gonna just bring in anyone unless they already have like that community.
Yeah.
Agencies are a business, and for sustainability, you have to grow. If you're gonna bring in someone with nothing, you're not gonna grow as much as you would with someone who does have like something, I guess you could say. And that's just speaking very plainly. Like, everyone kind of already has something, so it's just a matter of like how well can you market the value of what you have.
Absolutely. And you can be as funny as you want, as well prepared as you want. If you don't pull in the numbers, it's kind of harsh, but they don't care. So first things first, the next goal to become a corporate VTuber is to go to at least 100 to 200 views on each of your streams.
You think that's? I think
it's good though. I think 100 to 200 each stream, like consistently every day, is a pretty good start.
A start makes sense. It does not. I don't even know if it's worth mentioning. Because when you have videos that have like, hundreds of thousands of views, but no one shows up to your streams, right? I think what you're looking here for is like you need to show that people care about your content, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like if you are to pursue the attention of a corporate agency, do you have that attention right now?
The way I would do it if I had the time and monetary values and everything, I would start a series on YouTube. Which this is not it. This is not it. This is not the series for it. But
This
personally,
is the start. Agencies.
No. What I would like to do, which I'm plan on doing, but not because I want to become a corporate VTuber, but because I'm truly interested in the topic, I want to make a true crime show, a little true crime show, because I'm very interested in true crime, and I don't want to be the type to just react to like true crime videos the way like someone like Kenji would. I want to be the type of person to be like Rotten Mango who like tells the story, right?
Okay.
And true
So
crime
you
will
wouldn't-
always reach some views. You can always find some views because people are very interested in true crime. That's the way I would
I
go
see.
about it.
So you would abandon your magical girl persona in something in light of that, or are you gonna keep with like?
For my like YouTube account, I kind of want to do everything that is fun to me, and that's one of the things that's fun to me. And it might be weird to find like true crime next to like a let's play of me yelling at someone for being stupid, you know? But I want to have fun with my YouTube channel. I don't really want to care that much about what I put on there. I just want to put things that I enjoy. And I feel like as long as you do that with your content creation, you will always find a community. That's my feeling.
You always get that niche.
Yeah, how do you go about it?
So, I think I would level up a technical skill. I feel like if I became really good at making 3D models or messing with Blender, like genuinely, I feel like you don't see that type of like skill. What I feel like what corporate agencies are usually looking for is like a combination of talent and skills. I feel like you could have all the talent, but if people already have that talent, then what they judge you next is like, okay, do you have something we could use? Like for Amelia Watson, I think even now because she's like affiliated with Hololive, even though she's graduated, they really value her 3D. Like I don't know if it's 3D specific, but it's like her technical skills are way too good to like let go. And I think that's such a good way to think about it. Like what skill can you, if you could pick any skill, it should just be something that an agency would die for. I think things like that are like video editing, model stuff. Because if you're like Hololive, you have concerts, you have outfits, and what have you. So if we're aiming for something like that, I would just learn some 3D. I would learn how to make models. Because you know Raura?
Yeah.
She marketed that she will draw all of the things that she needed for like
Yeah.
her covers, and I think that was such a huge selling point. And she's like kind of like kept up with it. So I think doing something like this would catch their eye. I would probably try to make funny skits with my 3D model because they have something like their little show. I think they do.
Oh, I seen that recently. Yeah.
Yeah. I think if I did my own little like that, because if you had an in-house 3D person, like oh my god,
Yeah, that would be
that's
great.
so much money saved.
That is true. You it depends like the value you bring to the table. You can bring a technical value or you can bring an entertaining value to the company.
I think if I were to describe my skill set, I'm pretty much an all-rounder. I feel like
I feel like
can
you
do-
are.
Yeah, so I'm not much of a master of anything, but I think I can offer at least skills that people probably don't want to learn.
Guys, Vespu's technical skills are on point.
Hey, actually today I solved the screen issue.
You did great today. You did great.
I learned from the best.
100%.
I learned from
100%.
the best. So we audition. They like your true crime stuff, or what
Yeah.
happens? Do we have to fight for it, or do we assume that they like our stuff?
I think we gotta audition, right?
Okay,
Once you pull in
another
the
thing-
numbers, you can audition. I think.
Yeah. I think if you were to really try, you would have to probably learn Japanese, like to at least a conversational level.
Oh, yeah.
You mentioned this before as well. Like if you don't know Japanese, you could probably still get in, but if you do, oh my god, they're gonna suck your
Yeah. I think when it comes to HoloLive, like, oof.
Niki Sanji too.
Yeah. I mean, they're alright with like their English side not speaking Japanese, but still on their English side, they even have like, what's her name? We had Kotoka, which was Japanese, and then we have the black-haired girl.
Yeah, Mellow.
Yeah. That is also they also can speak Japanese. I think it's easier for them.
Not only that, like Nijien also has like bilingual people. Some of them have graduated now, but we got shit like Willie. We have Alira. Man, they love it if you don't have to like explain like the cultural norms of Japanese business etiquette. Which I don't know. Do you care about that?
Well, personally, I don't want to become. But if I cared, I definitely would have to go look into that.
Yeah, like they have a strict like social hierarchy you gotta like adhere to.
Yeah, you gotta suck some. Yeah, it is what it is.
Or you're rewarded for being roundabout and calculative with your words.
Yeah.
You have to play Ace Attorney.
Yeah. I'm really good at being a doormat, as everyone knows, so I'll probably fit in.
You'd be a great person to exploit! Oh my god, agencies would love
being
you!
Exploited! Oh goody! Oh great heavens!
Please dangle my dreams in front of me like a car key!
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but okay, would you stay in a corpo, by the way? If things were going okay.
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't stay in a corpo. I want to get into a corpo. I don't think I'd stay.
I think at least 2 years is a good. I can see the values
it's a good run. Yeah.
Of being in a corpo.
That's an Uma Musume career. Wait, were you
do
on
some training?
Okay, but honestly,
increase stats.
It makes sense. What else would you have to do to make like a solid audition?
I don't know, something absolutely fucking stupid.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I would try to like put my legs like behind my head or something. VTuberly speaking.
Okay, actually, something about VTube Japanese corpos, they do things like voice packs and like they
Holy shit.
play up a girlfriend experience.
I would not be a girl.
You would be forced to. People have wedding packs, girlfriend packs, Valentine's Day stuff.
I would try. I don't think I'd do a good job, but I would try.
I will say too, if we're speaking specifically to HoloLive, there is a pressure for like you basically to be like very lesbian. For a lot of people it's normal, but for like other women, they might be like, they're just my girlies. I don't want to make out with them. But
I'm
I think
bisexual.
A lot of exactly. I think you would totally be fine with it. But for folks who, I don't know, I like to imagine there's other people doing the thought experiment with us.
Listen, I think if I would want to make voice packs, you know the funny girlfriend, like the batshit stupid one. I would like to play into that.
So good.
I would like to play into the stupid one.
Oh my god!
Oh, you came home? Hi, I missed you. Oh, do you want a bath? Some dinner? Or crack him up fucking back?
Oh shit!
Like that.
I'd buy that voice pack. That sounds like a fucking hell yeah! Have you ever bought a voice pack?
I put like electrolytes and it's a toaster. Because my chest doesn't know what electrolytes are.
I was told it's healthy.
It's healthy. It's good for you. I even plugged it in. It's more electrifying that way.
I had a small thought. I do think traveling to Japan is basically so frequent that some people just up and decide, I'm gonna live in Japan. Would you be willing to make that move?
No.
You wouldn't?
No. If I went with a Chinese company, I would live in China, but I don't think I would live in Japan.
Oh, that's so interesting. Why is that?
I feel like I don't know. I studied Chinese, so I have a little bit of Chinese knowledge. And also when it comes to like culture-y side of things. So I think I would feel more comfortable because I know it more. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that does. I feel like too, you could. How would you market your Chinese level?
Very beginner. If I really put my mind into it and actually like went out and talked to people in China, I feel like I would have. I would pick it up easily. That's what I feel.
Okay.
I know. I have to specify this. Larry says I'm weird for thinking Chinese is easy, but honestly, I feel like Chinese is easier for me to learn than Japanese would be.
If that's the case,
my opinion.
Fuck it. Yeah, so be it. That was hard. You could go. I feel like there's definitely a market with the Chinese audience. I also feel like for you, I loved your road to Empress. I'm telling you, one of those, you could have clipped something from there and it would have been very nice.
Yeah, it was great. I can't wait for the new one, dude.
Oh, the sequel, please.
The sequel, yeah.
Please ping me when you do.
I'll try my best. I'll try my best.
Yes. Wait, did you like the Korean one I gave you?
I have to finish it. I haven't finished it yet.
You haven't? Oh my god.
I need to go back to it, but I've been streaming like once a month for the past like 6 months.
I get that. I really do.
Yeah.
You would have to stream you would have to stream at a more frequent rate. Would you be able to do that? Would you to do your job as a corporate VTuber, you would probably would you quit your job?
Not in the first 6 months.
Ooh, that's interesting. Okay.
Okay, but let's go back to you. Would you go to Japan?
Oh.
And then we can talk about it.
I cannot. That's probably why I said that I would if I have a family. I could not bring all of them to Japan. So that is my single greatest limiting factor. And I'm okay with that. Because also, I like having a home base with my US passport.
Yeah, it makes... Yeah, I understand that. I also have like people here I care about. And I feel like it would be very hard to just up and go, you know?
Absolutely. And if earning money with if your only income was Japanese yen, you would basically be stuck in Japan unless you made buku bucks, stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. If you move to Japan, you're probably stuck there for a while.
Yeah, it'd be very hard.
Yeah, I could not. I wish I could, but I probably could not.
Also, what if you get fired, dude?
Oh my god, yeah.
In Japan.
You probably got there on the visa. If you got fired, your visa is revoked and you have to probably move back.
Yeah, or you have to find a new job.
Do you think you'd be able to hold a corporate VTuber job?
No, in Japan, no. Any corporate job in Japan, nah. Dude, nah. Nah.
The thought simulation is falling apart.
Wait, death sentence. I'm sorry to every company that might have been looking back on this stream. No, I don't want to do that shit. No. Day, and then you will expect me to go to your stupid drinking thing afterwards, and then suck your boss's. No.
That's a very unique hypothetical you're freaking out about.
What? Would you go? Would you do the 10 hours day in a corporate job in Japan?
I do that for my normal job. I think the only issue is I have to like them. I think the worst thing I can handle is like someone who's incompetent pretending to be competent. If that's what management ends up being, I probably would get too frustrated and lose my cool.
You will always find these people in every job, though.
I don't know. I like my team right now with my current job.
That's good.
But the issue is, like, it's not guaranteed for everywhere, and VTuber agencies aren't really known for their consistent and efficient managers.
Right, guys? Ooh.
Oh, another thing I forgot to ask.
Yeah.
So, for the sake of this hypothetical, we have to assume that we made our content good enough that they're like, all right, hire them. Can we keep the job? We both determined after we get hired, we're probably gonna get kicked. Is that it? Is that the conclusion we're reaching?
No. We assume that we are. I think the hypothetical ends when we reach the corporate VTuber status.
You don't really? I don't know. I see. Okay.
Everything that happens afterwards is free game.
I guess.
You can put it on a resume. I became a VTuber corporate VTuber.
Would you put that on the resume?
Absolutely, dude.
Oh my god! How would you talk about it?
I mean, like, I became a content creator for. It depends on the job, right? I assume I would have to like get a job in like a content related thing, like a media related thing. I'd be like, I was a VTuber. I was a corporate VTuber. I learned how to value the connections I made with the people. I learned how to express the way I want content to be presented to an editor. I learned how to be in a corporate setting, talking about and producing creative goals together, like some like that. But it'd be really fun to like talk about it to a new employer, right? Actually, speaking of, this is a very good like life hack for the people. Like, if you ever wanna like stand out in any interview, just put something like really random and unrelated. I had one time where I interviewed for a job and I remember what it was. It was like a driver's safety certificate, which is I don't know. It was like some school stuff. We went to school to like a place and then drove around with a car and the thing is, this job was for retail, and they asked me about it. They was like, what was this about? And then I got to talk about it, and they were like, oh, this is very interesting. You seem very passionate about this thing that you did, so we're gonna hire you. And that's how I got my first job.
Go. Okay.
So always put some like that you enjoy doing in your resume. They will like ask about it.
They didn't ask what I put in. I know how to speak Japanese.
Well, you probably don't need Japanese. But
I guess that was my random fact. I agree with you here. I think anything to help you stand out is a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, in case like now anytime they probably will need like a Japanese speaker in this very niche scenario, you will be the one that be like, ooh, we have someone for that, you know?
If you're good enough. I don't think I'm good. My Japanese is worth mentioning.
I think your Japanese is great.
Like for business level, I don't think so.
Maybe no, but like conversational, right?
Yeah, but I feel like they're looking for someone that can communicate at a business level.
I think it depends. It really depends. If your company is like, oh, we want to have someone that always will speak Japanese to the other people, probably not. But if it's like oh, we have like sometimes we have Japanese customers and they can speak English, but it's like a nice feeling when they get to speak Japanese with someone in,
I suppose,
the US. What would you do in your audition, Vespi?
What would I do?
To stand out for a corporate VTuber.
Oh God.
The VTuber corporation.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, like I am auditioning, so I'll tell you what I wrote. Probably because I don't know. Even if I don't hit the submit button, what I'm usually doing is like, because these questions are actually really good if you're generally trying to improve on your content. So like, what is my focus? What is my audience? What are my strengths and weaknesses?
You go on.
Do you know why they like say like, oh, don't say you're auditioning? I think the logic makes sense, kind of. For those who might not know, the logic has always been explained like, oh, the fact that you're auditioning is NDA, and if you announce that you auditioned, it shows that you can't be trustworthy with NDA content or NDA stuff, and it automatically kicks you out. And there's been a lot of people in and out of the industry being like, yep, I can confirm this is how we vet people out. But I also have never seen, like, I don't know. We generally don't know.
Okay, I have a very interesting question for you.
Okay, I have a very interesting answer, kind of.
Would you audition for a company that has previously been shown to be like really controversial?
Oh, so Niji Sanji.
Yeah.
So I think I mentioned it early, right? Like, if you do a run and leave, you will probably. I think it's very confident to say you leave with more than what you entered with. Like, sure, it was but like that experience is something that will further make you stand out going forward.
Okay, but would you want to do like 2 years of being in a really situation?
I've done it. I'll do it again. It's not bad. I think the reason why it would be bad is if you felt like you couldn't handle it, I guess. But I love this job enough that I'm like, this is a natural part of like what it takes to explore the job. Like, I think eventually all of us will have some sort of like corporate experience if we keep streaming. Like, genuinely. One day, one of us might get like a brand deal or whatever. I don't think you're gonna stop streaming anytime soon. One day you might like get your own. So I guess, yeah. Yep.
I guess it will always work with companies, but being in a company and working with a company is very different.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't know how things are bad, how are you gonna know when things are good?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Which I think leads beautifully into the question of how is it now? Would you want to be? Would you do it? Would you do it? Would you become a corporate VTuber?
No, not yet. Not yet.
But one day.
I think, yeah, one day. I think right now I need to stabilize my finances. I think even if I hit a corporate, I would not be able to live off of that, unfortunately. I don't know how living prices are where you're at. It'd be nice to not have to like go to a real job for a bit, but going to a real job makes me come back to content creating all that more better. So I like having that pressure on me. I guess. And I feel like one day when I do get the opportunity to do it full time, I'll have prepared myself for doing it under the pressure of having a full-time job. Because I feel like a lot of people, once they go full-time or like have too much free time, they like melt into a pile of comfort and they don't know. It's because if you jump into content creation, you don't have any set schedules. You don't have any like procedures or pipelines set to make sure that your content will sustain you. Like, I don't know, you have to really settle that in before you can live off of it. I'm nowhere near that, so yep, I can't do it. It's just a matter of fact. If I could though, and everything like aligned number-wise, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I think I firmly stand on the fact that I would like to stay a cool indie VTuber that does whatever I want.
I am all for it. I feel like you would also do great in corpo, like unironically. Maybe it's the doormat, or maybe it's the fact that I say that lovingly in that you have a lot of desire to do good. You have a lot of desire to do well, and that's not something I don't know anyone that tries as hard as you. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
I could try better. Honestly, I could be better.
Better is debatable, but you do try hard, and you don't
do my best.
It's hard to get that feeling from other people.
Yeah, but I like my freedom to do absolutely every bad crazy thing I can think of.
What are you trying to do?
Just literally everything. This show, the true crime thing. I wanna fucking do a scripted Minecraft series. I wanna be in a scripted Minecraft thing. That's been my dream since 2 weeks ago.
What happened 2 weeks ago?
Actually, it's been a month where I really started getting into unstable SMP and the whole like lore thing. And I've been like, oh my god, I wanna be the person that does vengeance, that does anarchy, that does wars. They do some script, get betray someone back. Hell yeah, brother.
I need this. What happened to the Minecraft server? Is it still going?
It's kind of abandoned.
You wanna organize an SMP?
I feel like I would like to be invited. I'm not the
Okay.
organizer type.
I think you do great. But I understood. That's interesting. I hope you do. I would love to see. I wish we continued our D&D too.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But
One day.
the D&D was like a lot of work though. If it was just if it was just on paper with not like without the whole like foundry thing, it would be very much easier to do. But I put so much work into it, and I think it did super well because it didn't do well in speaking of like content, but it did well in speaking of fun that we had.
Yes. Oh, I love you. That's the things we'll remember anyway. You know?
Yeah, and I wanna post the mix that I love. I know a bunch of people who started doing content creation, and they do so much soul-sucking content that they don't really want to do, and they do it because they think it will do well. But I feel like to stand out, you have to do the things that you love doing. And what I love doing is making stupid. That's my thing. I love doing stupid. So that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what I want to do with my life. And that's why I will not be a corporate VTuber, but I will be the best indie VTuber that I could wish for.
And I'll be here all cheering you.
And I will support you being the absolute greatest interviewer and greatest artist and greatest singer and greatest person to be around. That's what you are, Bessie.
That's too much. There's no way.
No, I love you. Stop loving.
Yay. What happened to our cover? If you love me, what happened to our cover?
Anyways, it was very fun to talk to you guys today, and I hope you guys can tune in to the next What If Though with some other guests. Vespi will be there soon too. I don't know soon, but she will be there at some point.
What she's...
I don't know. We'll find a topic to talk about. This was so much fun.
Okay.
Anyways, ending statements. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Thank you so much, Vespi, for coming on the first ever What If Though. Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
You were also on the first ever Maid Cafe thing.
True.
By the way.
We've changed so much.
I like inviting you to things.
Please keep doing it. I like talking to you.
I like talking to you too. Thank you guys. Thank you, Vespi. And I think we're ending in 3, 2, 1, and